What's up, everybody? This is Joe, aka I am the Dentist, and I'm bringing you my first ever Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary. This is a domination game on Bakaara, and I hope I'm saying that right because I'm not sure how to say it, but I think that's right, so we'll go with it. And as you can tell, this is from theater mode, and as you nice little third-person peek there since I wasn't sure how to use this. But one thing I don't like about theater mode is that you can't check the score. Like, I don't know why. They got kill cams in here, which is awesome, but you can no longer check the score in theater mode. So if you guys know how to do that, if it's not the back button, if there's another way to do it, let me know so that I can do that. The only game that I really recorded live when my first 2 days of playing was my very first game. So I will probably upload that for you guys so you could, so you guys can see what my first game looked like and follow along as I walk into the game as a noob, just like everybody else was. Well, most of everybody. I think there was like 150,000 people online early by the time the midnight release hit, so yikes. Anyway, let's talk about the gameplay. That's the reason, not the gameplay. I don't even want to talk about the gameplay. I'll talk about it a little bit because I want to point some stuff out, but I want to talk about my first impressions of this game. And so far, you know, I don't like to do impressions of games until I get a good chance to actually play them. You know, I haven't even done a Battlefield review yet because I haven't put that much time into Battlefield. I don't like to make snap judgments on games and say, you know, oh, first time I played it, this game is so awesome, I love it. I like to wait until I actually play it for a little while, get a good feel for it, get a good feel for some of the maps, the guns, and figure out what it is that I like or don't like about the game. So right now, my initial impression of this game is that it is freaking awesome. I am totally loving everything about this game. I love how it plays. I love the amount of damage it takes to kill someone, except if you're using the gun that I'm using right now because it is overpowered like a mofo. This is the Type 95 for you guys that don't know. It's unlocked at like level 32, I think, and with red dot and rapid fire. I don't have rapid fire on here right now, but with red dot and rapid fire, the thing is just a beast. It will one burst people on a good host all day long. And this kill streak right here, if you guys have not used it, this is called the Reaper, and holy shit is it fun. There are going to be so many cool montage clips made with this thing because you can steer these missiles wherever you want them to go. There's a little red light, and the thing is you can steer them at the very last second and like jar them into buildings and windows and like underneath awnings that people are hiding under. It's gonna be so cool, and I think that's the coolest part. The first thing that I really was like, holy cow, this is so much fun when I had unlocked it and was playing with it. But the game is not what I expected. I really expected Modern Warfare 2.5. You know, everybody was saying it. That's what it looked like. But now that I've played it, I think it's more like a mixture of Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4. The gun damage, the amount of bullets it takes to kill people feels similar to COD 4. More like COD 4 than Modern Warfare 2. And the rest of the game is completely different. There's some recycled stuff, you know, recycled guns, a couple recycled buildings that people have pointed out. Whatever, not a big deal to me. I'm not really worried about that. But the things that have changed that are going to make a really big difference is the maps and the explosive damage. So the maps, let's talk about that first. The only two maps right now that I know for sure that I'm not a fan of, I mean, they're not terrible, I'm just not a fan of them, is Carbon and Mission. Carbon has like a ton of buildings, a ton of levels. There's so many places to hide and just sit. Not a fan of that map at all. Mission is the one that has that like creek down the left hand side, and on Domination the A flag is down low and the B and C flag are up top, like on this cliffside, and you can just get massively spawn trapped at A. I haven't been, but I've spawn trapped people at A playing against them, so it's pretty unfair, and it's just not, it's really hard to break out of it. Like, there's nowhere to go, because if they have the high ground, they can just hold you there. So, not a huge fan of that. But these maps are entirely different than Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 for that matter. They are really they're exactly what Bowling said, which I mean is pretty funny because a lot of the stuff that he says people are, take with a grain of salt, but the maps are very tight, in your face, lots of corners, lots of places when you turn and look that you're going to be in a gunfight. This map here is actually one of the very few that have really long lines of sight that you can see a long way down the map. So, this map I like for that reason. But I mean, other than this and a couple of the other ones, there are, most of the time you're just going to run into gunfights all the time. And I think that that's the reason that the explosives have been nerfed. People were complaining about the explosive. They wanted gun-on-gun battles, and that's basically what this game is giving you. You can't rely on those Hail Mary nades anymore. You can't rely on, double stunning and nading someone. You have to get kills with your gun. I mean, that's just what you have to do to get kills. And here's this Reaper again. Oh man, it's so fun. Every time I see it, I'm like, gosh, I want to get another one. If you guys don't know, you can zoom in with the left trigger, and you can. I think I can toggle thermal here, but I'm not sure. I know that I saw a video today about people talking that it defaults to the thermal view, which is like the crappy view. If you hit X, I think you can change it. But watch this last second. Boom! That's kind of cool, right? You can just move that thing at the last second, and it just nose dives straight into that light that you're shining down there. So, yeah. Other than the maps, what else can we talk about? The gun balance. So the gun balance is pretty good outside of the Type 95. I think that gun is overpowered. I'm sure you guys have already heard it, because the rest of the guns take a lot more shots. I mean, you get a 1 burst. It is a 3 burst, so. I mean, maybe they were thinking that with all the tight corners, and look, I started lagging out in this game. This is how I die. Dang it. But I guess maybe they're thinking that since the maps are all very tight corners, a lot of in-your-face gunfights, that a 3 burst will be a disadvantage, so they beefed up the power. But if you play smart with it, it's really easy to do well. Because if you're on a good host, like I said, you just get 1 bursts for days. It's like so easy, and I can't believe I just said for days, but we'll talk about that another time. So, other than that, the assault rifles, get panic knifed. Other than that, the assault rifles are pretty balanced. The SCAR is really good. I like the SCAR. The ACR is a beast, like everybody thought it would be. The G36 is actually pretty decent. A lot of people I heard were not digging that gun. I think it's okay. And the CM901 has a little bit of like a weird recoil, but I don't mind that one either. What are the other ones? Oh, I haven't unlocked the AK-47 or the FAD. I've heard both of those are actually pretty. The FAD's pretty good too. It's on the level of the ACR, so I'm interested to see what that looks like. The SMGs, they're really like SMGs, I guess. They're really good up close. If you run into an SMG up close, you're gonna lose, which is the way it should be, right? You shouldn't be able to, hit fire with the FAMAS like you were able to in Black Ops and just destroy anyone using a submachine gun. So, but the thing is that the damage fall off is really quick. I've noticed that. I've tried putting range on. I haven't done enough like playing with it. That was a fail grenade. Like it would have mattered anyway, right? But I haven't done a lot of testing with it. So I've been trying to use the range proficiency to see if it helps actually get kills at longer range with the submachine guns. But it seems like those, for the most part, are fairly balanced. I didn't see anything that was so much better than the other ones, so that's pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, I'm really loving this game. I'm really enjoying it. Let me know what you guys think of this game. I finished this game right here. I think I went 53-2. So yeah, you'll actually get to see the score at the end. And Reckless get the nice kill cam here. Oh, Reckless, turn on, jump, turn on. So he would have got a 2-piece there had the game not ended. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of the game in the description. Follow me on Twitter at I_am_the_dentist, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Later, guys.